So all I just wanted to say, everyone, is that it's wonderful to be here. My name's Sarah Bird. I'm the Chief Executive of Timebanking UK. It's a real pleasure to be able to co-host this with Krista and share all the incredible time banking stories from all these different countries across the world. And just wanted to say that I know Krista's worked really hard to put the events together and to promote the legacy left by Edgar Khan. So I hope everyone enjoys their experience today, and I'm really looking forward to it. So that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. I'm Krista Watt. This would be our 5th year of our International Time Banking Day. I wanted to actually say thank you as well from our team, Sarah, John, and Rebecca. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for your help with this program from this year and last year. It will only grow bigger and greater, I think. But today I wanted to honor the remarkable contributions of time bank communities all over the world, to hear your stories of strength and to hear how you are helping to heal our world with your love and respect from one another. We have some wonderful presentations from all over the world to share, and I'd like to start the call with Jerome from Youth Time Bank Global.
Hello, everyone. I'm talking to you from New Jersey, and a couple of the Youth Time Banking teammates are in Connecticut and in Kampala, Uganda. I'd like to share with you a couple of minutes of video we have, and then tell you a little bit about the Youth Time Banking activity in Mukono, Uganda. So, Krista, can you show the video, or do you want me to? I want to show the first one from Thursday.
You got it.
I have it here too, if you want me to.
Oh, here you go.
Hi, I'm Lillian, a 13 Youth Time Banking Ambassador from Mukono, Uganda, where youth are taking part in building our new school, and we are working projects like cake making. And in Youth Time Bankings, we do tasks like cleaning the compound, washing toilets, and sweeping the classrooms. And in return, we get surprises like t-shirts and books. YTB Global has really improved our engagement and make us feel like we have access to the community. Thank you, Mr. Jerome, for bringing this project in our school. We are so happy.
Thank you, Krista. I'll say a few words about that. In the beginning of the year, YTB Global participated in a virtual world conference hosted by the International Institute for Restorative Practices. I put the link to our exhibit in the chat. We created a 15-minute video describing the youth time banking model. If you care to listen to that, it explains a little bit about how we're using youth time banking in Mukono to get the youth more engaged in their community, to get them involved in repairing and recovering from a storm that they were affected by 11 months ago in April, when a harsh spring storm wiped out their school. For the next 60 days or so, one of our officers, Jin DeMaio, is spending time in Uganda working with climate action groups and youth time banking. The Green Team Academy merged with Youth Time Banking at the end of last year, and we have this fortunate opportunity where for 3 months, Jin is spending time in different areas of Uganda to encourage and see firsthand. So I'd like to ask Jin to say a few words. She was the YTB coach for Lillian, the 13-year-old youth time banking ambassador who spoke with us on the video. So could you share a little bit with us, Jen, about your experience with the kids in Mukono and Kampala?
Yeah, that was actually really cool to see the video and get to share it for everybody. It was absolutely incredible. So I'm out here in Uganda, yeah, and taking part, like Jerome said, in different environmental projects. And right when I got to Mother Erinna's school, I was taken back by how many YTV global shirts there were. And it was very apparent early on that these shirts weren't just given to the youth, but they were like rightfully earned by the children that were wearing them. And it was just so cool to see, like, we were digging out the foundation and the kids were just picking up shovels and jumping in and digging out with us, and staying after school to be working on different projects and learning crochet. Like, they did so much. It was absolutely incredible. I think one of the coolest parts was getting to have some of the kids in Mukono join and get on a Zoom call with some Girl Scout troops in Connecticut with Val and her family. And it really, like, exemplified what youth time banking is about. It's just like there were no borders. It was just this international gap being bridged, joining these kids from around the world and seeing how much they respect their work and how much their work is respected by people in the community. And it was an absolutely beautiful experience.
Thank you, Jen. I wanted to give an opportunity for a few seconds. Valerie, if you could represent the participation of the Girl Scouts in their World Thinking Day project in learning about what the youth experience is in Mukono.
Sure. As a member of YTV Global and Green Team Academy, it was amazing for me as a Girl Scout leader and a mom to be able to bring these girls together. Can I go back a little bit, Jerome, to talk about how, okay, so even before that, YTV provided a little free library that went to my children's school at Memorial Middle School in Middlebury. And that started the link with the media center specialist who became interested in the project going on in Mukono. And she created a curriculum where the children in 6th and 7th grades, which is ages, I should know this, say 11 to 13, were able to write children in Mother Erinna Junior School. It was so huge for them to, at first it was just curriculum, it was learning about Uganda. And then these letters brought the whole place alive. Now these children in a very nice suburban area of Connecticut are very interested in learning about food in Uganda and amazed that they're not talking about Xbox. So this is bridging a gap right there and understanding what happens in other parts of the world that's bigger than the suburban area we live in. So the letters brought a lot of excitement. And when the school had the damage, we learned that the children went back to continue the letters even through the damage. They went back to that school. So that really had our kids here say, wow, we want to keep in touch with these amazing kids. So fast forward to World Thinking Day. It's an annual day that Girl Scouts acknowledge Girl Guides and Girl Scouts all over the world. And our troop chose Uganda, and to learn about what happens there. We learned about their mission and how they focus on family, which is more than our mission here. You know, it was just interesting to learn the differences and how they, you know, the sisterhood and how people work together. What made it even more tangible was Jin getting the kids together. That just, I'm still speechless over that, because there's no words to describe the connection between our children and those children. And then as soon as they got off that Zoom call, it was, well, they need supplies. We have to do a fundraiser. So I'm proud to say the Girl Scouts of Connecticut said, that's magic. What can we do to help? So here we are now. We have, and I don't mean to advertise, but we have another community group willing to learn about, you know, and Girl Scouts, their mission is to learn about other parts of the world. So it was magic. That's as much as I can say about it. And they want to continue it. So World Thinking Day was there was an exhibition where the girls had meaningful discussions with younger and older Girl Scouts about why it's important to reach out to other parts of the world and understand what's going on. And the fact that these children were doing work and felt needed in their community. So it just tied in community service, reciprocity, and made it real for them.
Thank you, Valerie. I'll close out by saying that this is, in addition to International Time Bank Day, we had a pretty significant activity in youth time banking, where a person that we met through Green Team Academy traveled from Kenya to Mukono to receive training in the interlocking stabilized soil block technology that is native to Uganda. And that's what's being used with student participation to rebuild their school, and the sharing of time and expertise with an individual involved with environmental care from Kenya, who's now bringing that knowledge back to his town in Kisumu, along with a collection of crochet items that the youth made over the past several months. Thank you for the time to share with you this morning, and happy International Time Banking Day to everyone. Thank you.
Sarah, did you want to introduce our friends from Social Creds? We have them next. Are the kids here?
They are here. There they
Sanjana?
go.
They are here? Okay.
Lots of children. Hello, hello.
Hi, everyone. We have John and Sanjana on as well.
Hi.
From here, we have. Okay.
So Sanjana, we're going to start the presentation first, okay?
Hello.
Yeah,
Sanjana, can you hear me?
basically today we kind of have like a group presentation. So we're going to be presenting, and the kids will be like part of it. So midway, they might like start talking. Will that be okay? Like, will they be to be seen? Hello?
Yep, you're here.
Yeah.
Would it be possible for someone to spotlight them as soon as they start talking?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, you said start the video or the presentation?
Maybe just cue the video
Yeah, we'll
first.
start with the video.
You got it. You got it.
Hi everyone, I'm Jahan.
And I am Sanjana. And we bring you Social Creds, India's first kiddie time banking platform.
and time credits are currency.
We help kids start their own social projects, expand their volunteers, and collate goodwill hours into one single certificate.
Making social giving so easy and amplifying happiness.
Our ambition, 1 million hours with 20,000 kids, making social cred the biggest kiddie time bank.
We believe in age-appropriate social giving. So meet our youngest volunteer, 11-month-old Amara, who distributes sweets and stickers to make seniors smile.
Here is what we have been up to in 2022. Social Creds is now in 20 schools and 5 housing communities, with 2,500 kids, making it a community of powerful change makers, clocking in over 50,000 hours of social giving across 60 plus projects and 250 plus events.
Our blockbuster program is to provide 1 million meals for orphans. In 2022, we funded 200,000 meals, with 800,000 more to go. Fistful of Grains is our school program with 1,500 kids, which has raised over 40,000 meals.
Guess what our kids care deeply about? Our environment. Trash Mafia Kids aims to prevent 500 tons of landfill. This year, we prevented over 10 tons of landfill by upcycling clothes, toys, and books.
On the other hand, Picture Me aims to give 5,000 kids a childhood memory, with 1,000 memories gifted in 2022. Another program, Friendly Senior, aims to provide 10,000 hours of senior care, with Pena Senior and other senior giving programs.
Our community program, Library Project, has set up 3 libraries and catalogued over 5,000 books.
Speakeasy English has taught 160 kids with the help of 70 volunteers.
Along with 5,000 hours of carol singing cheer clocked in 2022.
We have had an eventful and amazing year, and we have so much more to do. Help us clock in 1 million goodwill hours. We really need your support. Together, we can make a real difference in our communities.
So, join a social revolution and help us build social cred, making it the world's largest kiddie time bank. Could we have your presentation, please? Thank you.
So, hello everybody. My name is Jahan,
And I'm Sanjana.
and as you saw, we're the founders of Social Creds, and we're here today to share with you a little bit about our past year and what we've been up to, as well as our concept, amplifying happiness. So, yeah, next slide, please. So in 2022, we managed to hit 50,000 hours with 2,250 kids, 70 programs, and 250 events on our site alone. Next slide, please.
So the main idea behind social cred is free will. We have come up with a platform which allows you to give how much of a time you have, and we are happy to receive like from 1 hour to 10 hours. Everyone might not have the same amount of free time throughout the week, but we still appreciate whatever little people can contribute towards social giving.
So this is a bit of a flow chart of how people usually join our programs and how we get them to be frequent volunteers. So we catch them with an interest, like for instance, Raga loves music. So Raga's mom signs her up for our yearly program, carol singing, and she will call her friend's mom, who signs her up as well, so who signs her friend as well onto the program. And they arrive at the program, not knowing what to expect. They meet a few other people, and usually people with similar interests. They have really good fun for 20 days, singing carols and giving back to the community. And it's super easy, flexible, and fun. And they start to like social credits. They clock in their hours, and eventually they start their own programs. So our youngest volunteer is currently 11 months old. We plan to have her here with us, but I think she's crying right now. So we'll explain that a little later. Basically, we believe in age-appropriate social giving, and in the next slide, we'll probably tell you a little more. So what we have is separate age groups for each different age group, and yeah.
So when we have around 0 to 5 years old, even though the kids are not like, fully capable of planning their own projects or starting something, we have simple stuff that they can do on a weekly basis, such as a zero waste pledge that we had going on. We had an International Postal Day on 9th October and an International Day of Sign Language on 23rd September. This made social giving really easy for younger children because all they had to do is do a simple activity in their own community instead of going big and going somewhere out. So this is stems from the idea about how social giving can be something small and something that's just in everyone's own backyard.
Now we're going to have our kids who are actually on the call with us right now, presenting their programs. So if you could maybe spotlight them.
Oh,
the previous slide, please. If you could just spotlight the kids.
yeah.
Hi, I'm Tiny and this is Dia. We both started a project called Picture Me. In Picture Me, we go to district schools and orphanages and take picture of children in need. We do this because we want the children to have a childhood memory of themselves, and so once they grow older, they know what they look like. We already raised 1,000. We already did 1,000 pictures, and we aim to do 5,000. Thank you.
Okay, so this is Amara, our youngest member, and she's here to give you a hi.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Hi, Amara. Fistful of Grain is a program for schools. This jute bag is given to students, and every day they have to put a fistful of grain into this bag every day. We have collected 1,500 children have participated in this program, and we have collected about 40,000 meals. The Fistful of Grain is part of a million meals. In 1 million meals, we hope to collect a million meals for orphans around Bangalore. We have collected around 200,000 meals. All of us have also participated in carol singing, where we contribute 5,000 hours of cheer.
Hello, this is our friend, the senior program, where we talk, play, and give to the seniors. We've had many fundraisers for this program, like a Valentine's Day stall and Women's Day stall.
Our initiative program is Overjoyed Orphans. We provide all of the needs for orphans.
Hi, I'm Anisha, and so far we've raised around 1.1 lakh from raising money around our community. And with this 1.1 lakh, we have bought the Navjeevan Orphanage school supplies, water filters, raincoats, etc.
My name is Savannah. In the future, we plan to expand to more than one orphanage.
Thank you.
Next. That's fast. We're speaking. See, my name is Nirvan and my name is Swastik. So we teach kids how to speak spoken English. Yeah, we teach Chinese kids how to speak spoken English.
Hi, my program is Ben as Senior. My name is Arjun. And in this program, children are matched with seniors and they have to send postcards and vice versa.
We've gathered 100 seniors and we're aiming to go to 1,000 in the next year.
So hey everyone, we're from Trash Mafia. So our first aim in Trash Mafia is to collect any trash that lands up in landfills. So our contribution is in our communities, we collect trash, and after we knock on the doors, we collect trash and we upcycle it. So we have different types of trash like clothes, toys, and dry waste. So we upcycle it and we use it to create different drives at different stores.
So we did a clothing drive where we collected 20,000 clothes and we partnered with Imagine Trust, and basically they do a pop-up store every Sunday where they sell each clothing item for 1 rupee, which is 4 cents basically.
We also collected 300 toys and we aim to collect 1,000.
I founded a notebook program where we take used notebooks from children all across the community. We take out the unused pages and we compile and make them a new notebook. We have donated over 400 notebooks to orphanages.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So my name is Ridam and I run a program called Social Labs. We basically host science fairs at some of the schools around us, and we collect kits that present science concepts, and then we take these kits to orphanages and government schools because they do not have access to experiment kits and science, basically lab equipment. So hence we provide them with this experience. And the beauty about these kits is that they're less than $1, some of them even less than $half.
I'm Annika and my project is Library Threads. So we've raised around 5,000 books and we've set up 3 libraries with them. And in the future, we plan to raise around 1,000 more books and set up 10 libraries. Thank you.
That's all our kids. So could we have the presentation back? So basically, that were our 5 to 8 ages.
Around 10 to 15 years old.
Yeah, ages 10 to 15, explaining all of the different programs. And each of these kids have started it on their own. And the last 2 kids that you saw were 15 to 18-year-olds who were, presenting their programs. So
what we feel is that age-appropriate social giving plays a huge part of social thread because not everyone can contribute in the same way. So our older age group start their own project and plan and initiate things on plan and initiate steps and procedures on how they can give back to the community effectively. And many people might have this question in the beginning that what social credit brings for me. So number one is the biggest perk for everyone that it has, it's college credits. So when you apply to colleges now, not only in abroad, but also in India, they look a lot for social giving. And they're like keen to see about how you're giving back to the society. So social credit provides each and every volunteer a platform to aggregate all their hours, which has like every single social giving hour they have contributed in one single place. And social giving also might help someone who feels out of place with their friends, find a tribe of similar people because they do activities together, and you bond with people who you might never have been friends with before. And we have kid tenures as a big idea behind social credit, where we wish to enable the kids to start from ground zero and build their own social platform. And this helps them get all their skills they might need. Next slide, please.
So this is our so these are our kids selling roses, and basically we're trying to teach kids how to build their own programs. And to do that, we have many fundraising programs as well as investor meetings with corporates and other people. So what we like to do is, call as many philanthropists as we can over for like a big night in which kids present their projects like they did today, and ask for an estimate of how much they need to continue with their programs. So as you can see with one of our investor meetings, we managed to raise $12,000 from just philanthropists in our area and people who wanted to help our kids. So basically we're trying to teach kids leadership skills and help them build their own programs.
And we've also helped them like give presentation skills, as you would have seen like a few minutes back, each and every one of them spoke about their project and what they have done and how they have contributed. So it gives them confidence in like, having the ability to do something that's something so like that can become something so big. Next slide.
So these are like just a few things that we think are really good about social credits. So we have really easy programs, so kids all around can just come and learn how to do it and then execute. People can do it from wherever they are, if it's school or community or even online especially. And free will plays a big part because not everyone has all the time in the world. So yeah, next slide please.
So last year we were at small numbers and smaller groups. So how did we scale our project up so much? We have to next slide. So this is our lead program. It's called Fistful of Grains. And here it stems with the idea of how social giving can be so easy. I just putting a fistful of grain of either rice or pulses into a bag for 1 month. And it's a great startup project because it shows everyone that social giving need not revolve around going to an orphanage or going somewhere and spending like hours and time, but you can make so much of a difference in someone's life by just contributing rice and pulses. And it's been a great startup program in schools because it's been easy to integrate social credit by just providing them a bag and asking them to reuse it every month, and kids bring back rice and pulses, and then we give these to the orphanages. So this has helped us scale our numbers to a great extent.
So right now with Fistful of Grains itself, we managed to get 1,500 kids in 20 schools and we sponsored about 40,000 meals. We are trying to get 10,000 kids in 20 schools just in this year alone. And what this allows us to do is get an entryway into a school so that we can bring all our other different projects and make a huge impact with a large army of people.
So we have our own website that is www.socialcred.com, and we want all of you to start your social cred chapter there. It does not matter whether you're a kid who's interested in social giving and you log in, or you're just a mom or a dad who's looking for something for your child to do. Our platform is suitable for all, and we just want people who use it to find ease in amplifying their own impact.
So these are our goals for 2023. We want to hit about 15 schools or 20 schools with Fistful of Grains. We are about to start a human library. We are trying to get Trash Mafia into 20 communities. We're trying to teach 1,000 kids how to speak easy English. And lastly, we want to hit 1 million meals with our 1 million meal program. So this is just a little snippet of what we're going to do this year.
So what are you waiting for? We've given you ample of evidence of how far we've come and how far we're willing to go. And we would love if you could just join us and help us make it larger than it already is. And we aim to be the world's biggest kiddie time bank. So join us and let us amplify your social giving.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So now I think we can open up for any questions that anyone might have.
Are there any questions?
I think you did it again. You made us all speechless because we're just so impressed by you guys. Job well done. Thank you so much.
So many positive comments in the chat. So many people are so impressed and enthused by your confidence and your achievements. So well done, all of you. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. I think our next guest is Max and Miss Fun and Mr. Edward from Weaving of Wellness.
Hi, everyone. I'm Max Lang. Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. I'm Max Lang, a social worker from the Elderly Center where our time bank is. Among the audience, I see a few lovely faces of the elderly from Hong Kong too. Let's wave and say hello to the audience. It's midnight in Hong Kong now. But we are very energetic and excited to be able to join this spectacular event. Our time bank is relatively young, founded in 2017 at an elderly center in Hong Kong. And we have the privilege to receive the funding support from D.H. Chen Foundation since 2019. The elderly are the main service target of our time bank. And the elderly are also the pillar of the success of our service. So may I now turn the spotlight to them. I would like to first invite Ms. Fong Miu Ha, the founding member of the Time Bank, to share our history and vision. Amil, it's your turn now. Amil 可能要解除靜音。Amil 可能要解除靜音啊。可能你要撳一撳個畫面。誒 ，OK 啦。
Okay, hello everybody. My name is Fong Miu Ha or Rebecca Fong. Our project of Weaving Wellness is based on time bank for the elderly, of the elderly, or by the elderly. Hong Kong is an aging society. Every 5 persons, there is one in silvery aged. So home care services are in great demand, and all the NGOs are really under high pressure to meet such needs. 6 years ago, we had a chance to attending a talk about time bank in a seminar. The concept really amazing and stimulate us to decide to do the same by ourselves. We discuss our ideas with the social workers in our elderly centers. And eventually 20 elders from 3 neighboring public estates, together with the Alliance Concerning the Livelihood of Elders in Zhengguanou, formed the organizing committee. This committee gives the meetings regularly to discussing the development of the project. That means all the projects are based on elders' ideas, not from the top level of the organizations. Up to now, we have 700 members and 92% of them over 60 in age. We have 3 aims: active aging. All the ages are still helpful to make contribution to the community. Second, aging in place when the elderly also utilize their potential and help to each other, so we can facilitate happy aging in their own places. Thirdly, Community care service could be produced through mutual help. The time credit regained, there's no inflation for this time credit regained, and this can be stored and used in future when we need. Is it really great? And I finished, and for our next term partner, Edward Lee. Thank you.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. Thank you, Edward. Please proceed. We can
Hi.
hear you clearly.
Can you hear me? All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi. Good day, everybody. I'm Edward Lee from Hong Kong, a member of the Weaving of Wellness, WOW or WOW project. Since the beginning of the project in 2017, I've already earned over 15,000 time credits. The primary source of my income is to accompany those in need to medical appointments. I was once asked by a doctor whether I was the patient's relative, and I told him I was a volunteer. The doctor and another patient nearby found it unbelievable. At the same time, another nearby patient questioned, "How much do you charge?" "Free of charge," I replied. Both the doctor and the patient were quite surprised. There is an old Chinese saying, "A nearby neighbor is better than a distant relative." We often rely on neighbors than our relatives to meet urgent needs. Services of the WOW project range from escort, cleaning, home repairs, you name it. At one time, near the Chinese New Year, I used my time credits to hire volunteers. For instance, the drain pipes of my washroom were blocked. I asked for help from a retired plumber. I paid him nothing but time credits. This saved me about 600 Hong Kong dollars. One professor described us as prosumer. In fact, we are not only producers who help others, but also consumers who use time credits to exchange for what we need. What is special about the time bank of the WOW project? We are very lucky that our time bank is based at an elderly center. Apart from mutual help, we can spend our time credits on different training courses and recreational activities of the center too. I have attended field trips, sports classes, gardening classes, etc., using my time credits. I also attended an occupational therapy time training class to learn how to push a wheelchair and also how to conduct home safety checks. Besides, if we have more than enough time credits, we can donate some surplus to the common pool. Donation time credits in the common pool will be allocated to those in need, but without sufficient credits to spend. This will be done after screening by the social worker. So the failed elderly with urgent need can seek help with no worry at all. Thank you.
So in the final part of our presentation, we'd like to share the impact of our project. First of all, the University of Hong Kong, they collaborated with us and make a new mobile app for us. So before, social workers need to find volunteers by phone call, and we record the time credits by pen and paper. With the mobile app, we have launched it for more than 2 years. The mobile app greatly facilitated our service matching. We are proud to say that on average, when an elderly required an escort volunteer, we can find 2 helpers within 5 minutes. And secondly, Professor Lam from the same university helped us conduct the follow-up research of the participants. And the data really shows that comparing the Time Bank members with the control group who did not join the Time Bank, we found out that they have better health maintenance, they have a better sense of community, and have a more positive self-efficacy. And furthermore, we have organized 3 annual seminars among the Time Banks in Hong Kong. And the video of those seminars were uploaded on our YouTube channel. And Edward, who you just met, have translated part of those seminars from Chinese to English. So actually, when you go to YouTube, you can understand this seminar, even it is in Cantonese. So it is really our wish that Time Bank could spread to whole Hong Kong and around the world. And it is a delightful opportunity for us to join today's event. And thank you for your time. And we look forward to hearing your feedback and your experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Max. Thank you, Mr. Edward and Ms. Lung. Thank you very much for speaking. I'm going to open up for about a minute if anybody has any comments, thoughts to share. Susan, did you have a comment or you were just applauding? Fantastic. Well, I'm looking forward to those YouTube channels. Thank you. Thank you, Edward.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Well, our next video is from Karan from Time Bank Hong Kong. Korea. Time Bank's Korea. Sorry about that. And we'll get to share her video in a minute.
이 타임에 그러니까 뭐 하는 것이 타임이야?
일단은 타임뱅크 좀 설명 좀 해줘요. 나 타임뱅크가 진짜 정확하게 뭔지 모르겠어.
이제 뭐 시간으로 뭐 어떻게 한다고 뭐 어떻게 하는 건가?
탁구도 치고 여럿이 만나서 웃기도 하고 다른 데 가면 돈 내고 쳐야 하는데 여기는 공짜잖아.
여기 뭐 봉사하시는 데 같아. 운동도 배우고.
너무 좋아. 블랙홀 같이 들어와서 빠져나가지를 못하네. 그럼 그게 마음에 쏙 들죠.
몰랐죠. 내가 이 동네 50년 넘게 살았어요. 이 동네 잘 알잖아요. 여기가 마트가 있었어요. 마트는 없어지고 이런 게 있는 거야. 이게 뭐야 이게. 한 번은 이제 들어왔어. 가입성과 무슨 무슨 헤어가입 얼떨결에 썼어. 나보고 뭘 할 수 있냐고 그래서 그렇게 아무것도 없는데 오목은 좀 뚫 줄 아니까 이 친구가 매주 토요일 날 오는데 같이 할 수 있겠냐 그래서 2년이 그렇게 시작이 돼서 이제 매주 토요일 날 오고 그다음에 내가 병원 갈 때 큰 돈 받고 진짜 큰 돈, 수면 내시경인데 거기 보호자를 데리고 와야 되는데 아무도 없어요. 혼자예요. 독거노인. 타임뱅크 여기 얘기했더니 대표님이 구해주셔서 난 놀랬어. 그래갖고 병원 가는데 아무 불편 없이 갔다 왔어요.
또 잡았다.
예. 맨 처음에 원준이 만났을 때 손 대표님이 너 이거만 접어도 먹고 살겠다 그러시는 거예요. 그래갖고 여기 종이접기 수업 시간 있으면 원준이 와서 좀 가셔달라고 해갖고 원준이 불러주셔갖고 거기서 사람들 만나고 원준이가 종이접기 거 가르쳐주고 원준이가 이제 고립 상태예요. 거의 한 2년 동안. 원래 뇌전증 발작이 있었는데 어쩌다 그랬던 게 심해져갖고 집에 있으니까 이제 또래랑 어울리는 것도 없고 얘기할 사람도 없고 저랑 거의 24시간 붙어 있거든요.
인경이는 어릴 때 아스퍼거 증후군이라고 하는 진단을 받았는데 사회성적으로는 어려움이 많아서 또래들하고 충돌들도 많았고 그 안에서 자기 자리를 찾는 것이 너무 어려워서 자기가 쓸모 있는 사람이 되지 못한다라는 것에 대해서 굉장히 좌절하고 그랬던 것이 컸던 것 같아요.
이분이 정말 지적장애도 있으니까 보통 본인이 유일하게 작동할 수 있는 게 태블릿이거든요.
태블릿.
탈시설 하는 날 이제 이사를 지금 이쪽으로 왔잖아요. 그날 물건을 이렇게 정리하는데 요게 하나가 있었는데 은경 씨가 이걸 잘한다고 하는 거예요. 그러면 한 번쯤 와서 해달라고 한 게 두 번째 이제 자꾸 오니까 어떤 사람이 기억을 하는 것 같아요. 직원이 말을 걸고 그다음에 이거 만들어주고 하니까 쳐다보고 있는 거예요. 딴 사람들 뭐 하나. 근데 좋아하는 건 느껴져요.
오늘 요가 만들었어요. 레고 좋아하시는 분이 있으니까 근데 그분이 아프시니까 그래서 보여준 거예요. 솔직히 말씀드리자면요, 저는 원래부터 좀 네거티브가 많았어요. 염세적인 사람이었는데요, 봉사를 통해서 더 좋은 사람들 많이 만나게 되더라고요. 빛이 옮겨지는 거예요. 나 혼자가 아니라 더불어 살면 행복해진다는 걸 깨달아지는 거죠.
더 사람들을 더 좋은 사람으로 만들어주는 거네, 타임뱅크가.
행복하고 밝게 만들어지는 거죠.
어이야 디야 어기 역사 뱃놀이 가잔다.
뭐가 어렵지?
오늘 건강 동반자 과정으로 이제 나이 든 사람들끼리 서로 어울려서 건강하게 살아가는 방법 배우자 그래서 만든 과정이에요.
젊은이들하고 이렇게 어울리니까 마음이 젊어지는 것 같고 기분이 좋아요.
5번 하면서 도움이 되게 많이 돼요. 어디에서 이렇게 다 같이 만날 수 있는 자리는 잘 없잖아요. 누구나 쉽게 올 수 있는 것 같아요. 그래서 좋아요.
타임뱅크 봉사 통해서 받은 사랑고리를 사용해서 여기 기부하신 물건들을 살 수 있는 장터이기도 하고요. 가까이서 사시는 분들이 오시고 또 이 지역에서 가깝게 서로 주고받으시는 게 되게 큰 매력인 것 같아요.
사랑고리라고 하잖아요. 그게 뭘까 했는데 저희 홍은동 뒷산에 있는 아이들을 구조하면서 입양을 시키는 그 과정에서 혼자 너무 힘들었거든요. 타임뱅크에서 이렇게 반려견 수제 간식을 만들 수 있는 기회를 주셔서 더 많은 유기견들에게 나눔해 줄 수 있다는 어떤 봉사의 기회가 그물처럼 크게 더 많아지고 넓어지는 것 같아요. 확대되고.
여기 오시는 분들이 다 외롭고 힘든 분들이 많으세요. 자연스럽게 서로 돌봄, 그러니까 서로 도움이 났거든요. 그 속에서 굉장한 변화들을 받고
여기서 얘기하는 게 쓸모없는 사람은 없고 대단한 기술이나 이런 거는 아니어도 그 새로운 가치를 발견할 수 있는 그 대단한 가치가 있는 시스템이다.
저는 뭐 장애인 거주시설에서도 일했고 탈시설 당사자들을 지원하는 일을 하고 있는데 서비스 총량이 너무 한계가 있어요. 부족해요. 그것에 대안으로서 타임뱅크는 정말 좋은 도구다. 지역화폐운동 이런 거 있거든요. 서로 봉사교환하는 거 이미 되게 의미 있는 일들이 많이 되어 왔어요. 근데 이제 여기는 다른 것은 완전한 주인공이 사회적 소수자들이 된다는 거예요. 시혜, 봉사, 동정 이런 게 아니고 자기가 봉사와 나눔의 주체로 나서는 거죠.
저는 제가 이 타임뱅크를 필요로 하는 사람이라고 생각이 들어요. 가장 밑바닥을 쳤을 때에 저한테 대표님이 글쓰기를 좀 가르쳐 줄 수 있겠느냐라는 그 제안을 받고 굉장히 힘이 났어요. 이게 저는 타임뱅크의 좀 핵심적인 거하고 맞닿아 있는 지점이라고 생각하는데 가치 있는 사람이 되고 싶은 거죠. 누구나 내 것이 다른 사람들한테 이렇게 필요하다라고 하는 것을 확인이 될 때 내가 계속 살아도 되겠구나. 그런 마음이 생기는 거예요.
타임뱅크 하우스는 현대판 품앗이이기도 하고요. 세상에서 가장 이로운 은행이라고도 생각을 해요.
되게 암울한 세상 속에서 어떤 희망이라고 할까? 예, 마을에서 그렇게 돈을 가운데 두고 그렇게 거래를 하는 게 아니라 자기가 할 수 있는 그런 걸로 서로 도움을 주고 도움을 받고 이렇게 살면은 굉장하겠다.
타임뱅크라는 것들이 궁극적으로는 공동체를 만드는 운동이거든요. 지역 안에서 이제 뭐 중산층이나 뭐 심지어는 부자들도 같이 참여할 수 있는. 그래서 이 공동체 안에서는 연령에 상관없이 장애 유무 또 재산의 많고 적음에 상관도 없이 모두가 함께 어우러지는 그런 공동체가 될 것 같습니다.
편하게 궁금증을 갖고 많이 찾아오는 공간?
다양한 계층이 교류할 수 있고 나눌 수 있는 그런
지금처럼 늘 초심을 잃지 않고 그 사람들 도우면서 계속 이런 긍정적이고 순수한 마음을 넓혀나가면 더 좋을 것 같고요.
많이 좀 생겼으면 좋겠어요. 그 원준이 같은 아이들, 막 고립되어 있는 사람들이랑 좀 어르신들도 외롭고 심심하신 분들 막 편하게 오시잖아요. 그럼 동네에 이런 게 많이 생겼으면 좋겠어요.
확실하게 진행이 돼서 봉사를 도움을 받는 사람들이 봉사를 할 수 있는 이 모습들을 나중에 보고 싶어요.
많은 사람에게 기쁨을 주고 도움을 주는 그런 장소가 되었으면 좋겠습니다.
Such joy. I know all of us feel really good. I'm speechless because sometimes when I see these videos, I want to grab a tissue. But moving on, right? Hi, thank you so much, Haran. It looks like she wasn't able to make it. I wanted to see if Marie Chantal from Service Time Bank is here. No. Alexis, I know you had something to share. No? Chris?
I would just like to share with everybody. I've been crying and crying here because it's so powerful and moving. And if Edgar could see you all, he would be so happy. He would always say that you set things in motion that other people will do. And to see that happening is so powerful. I just wish he could be here. He cannot, but he would be very, very, very proud of everything you do. And I want to say one more thing. 4 hours before he died, he was very restless. It was the middle of the night. And I said, could I take a video of you, Edgar? It was just to distract him. And he said, yes. And what he said was this. He said, hello, Time Bank people everywhere. I love you. That was just the very last thing he said. And I know that that's how he would be feeling this very minute. So thank you all for your amazing work.
Thank you, Chris. I notice our dear friend Konstantin is here from Time Bank Ukraine. Where are you, my friend? Did you want to say something?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Hello, yes.
Hello. Hello, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Thank you for inviting to this event. So I'm Konstantin from Ukraine. I will be short. I heard from the Hong Kong presentations that their time bank is quite young. So, but it seems that 5 years old, as I understand. But our time bank is even just born. So we're like less than a year starting last summer time bank in Ukraine. So, and thank you again, Sarah and Christy, for supporting us. And so we're making first steps. So Ukraine now, why we actually started time bank in Ukraine, because last summer it was actually spring and summer quite challenging times for Ukrainians. So we're moving. For example, I moved from my native city, from Kiev to west of Ukraine with the family when the attack started to Ukraine, and many people moved around Ukraine and outside, and we trying to find a way to support each other. It was many energy, many care of the people each other, but the time bank is another wonderful, I would say, community-based effort or basement to strengthen this support. So we have started, and now we have around 20 people in our community, and many of them are now spreading around Ukraine and also outside, but we are still trying to find our way to support each other, even virtually, online. We are doing this, and even new people coming to our community. So we are on the way, and we'll see. And in 5 years, probably, as Hong Kong told, we will tell that we are young, 5-year young time bank in Ukraine. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's good to see you. Thank you.
Good to see you too.
I wanted to open up the call to see if anybody would be interested in sharing a time bank story. What's going on in their time bank community? I know, Alexis, are you here? I know you wanted to share something. What's going on in your time bank community? All right. Well, Sarah, do you want me to queue up the fair shares? You want to introduce us to that?
Sure. I think Rosemary's got her hand up there. Did you want to say something, Rosemary?
Oh. Rosemary?
Yeah.
Hi.
My picture's not working very well. I was just really happy to see people learning origami in Korea, was it? Because we've been doing that here in the UK, and it's really nice to see people doing the same things around the world. We have quite a lot of workshops. We don't have a building, but we have various places we use, and we have quite a lot of workshops. And recently we've been doing cookery, Christmas crafts, origami. I'm going to do one on creative writing, so we enjoy that side of things. Skill sharing, yeah. I'm in Nottingham, by the way, Nottingham in England. Thank you.
Thanks, Rosemary.
Thank you.
So, Krista, there's a question about having a recording of both of the events. People just wondering if that's going to be a possibility.
Sure, we'll have it ready by tomorrow. We'll send it out through our YouTube channel, and if you are okay with that, we can send it through email as well. So absolutely, looking forward to sharing both of these great programs. You want me to share fair shares now?
Yeah, so next on the agenda is Fair Shares, which is the UK Time Bank that started in 1998, still going very, very strong now. Martin Simon, who sadly can't be with us today, but he was on the first event. He visited America and brought time banking to this country and helped to start up that very first time bank based in the southwest of England. And he went on then to form Timebanking UK and become the chief executive there, and has been a mentor of mine ever since. So this is a short 4-minute clip from that very first time bank in the UK called Fair Shares.
Why? Just to help out. I know there's a lot in the community can't do what I could do, so I'm sharing that.
I wanted to do my bit and to help these people that are amazing, to help other people.
I have time to spare, and I know that helping others always gives more back than you actually give, and I'm really enjoying doing it.
As a person of faith, quite simply, you can't ignore the suffering that you're surrounded with. You can't live a life of selfishness. Have to do something.
Food is a massive part of the day. Obviously, it's not just for health and for survival, but it makes people happy. So if I can be part of that, then I'm happy to.
Well, Fair Share helped me out, so I thought I could help them.
Because it helps with the community and it makes people who can't get out, makes their lives a bit better.
To give something back to the community.
So there's a lot of needy people out there and very vulnerable, and they need as much support as possible.
Because there's not enough positivity anywhere.
To help the people out there, through helping the people out there, it helps me. I do it through God, and God directs me, and I have to just do what needs to be done to make sure these people are happy.
Well, basically, I'm just doing it. I'm helping these ladies out because they're helping the community. Because I like to think I'm doing something for others if I can during this lockdown. It's given me something to do.
I just thought just to help people, give food out, because I enjoy it as well.
Well, I enjoy cooking, and it's good to give something back, and the community spirit over the last few months has been exceptional, so it's great to be part of that.
The reason why, because I like helping out other people, and plus it's helping people less than fortunate than myself who could get out and do stuff, and I like to help out within the community.
To try and build some community spirit and to just give people things that they might need.
So I'm here to help my mum pack bags and cook, and yeah.
To help as many people as I can do.
I got really good at making pizza a while ago, and I just thought it's a really great thing Fair Shares are doing, donating food to people who are in need at the moment. So I thought it'd be a great opportunity to come here, perfect my pizza skills, work with a bunch of fun people and deliver food.
Well, because quite frankly, I think those people on lockdown which are elderly and infirm, and they're worth it because they've put so much in the country. And it's just a way of contributing something, giving something back to them.
Thank you, Sarah. Well, that concludes our videos. We wanted to open the call to anybody else who would like to share what's going on. I have a couple of stories to share as well from a couple of Time Bank members. You want to start with that? Okay. This is coming from Kurt. He wanted to share that he helps Milwaukee. Can I talk? Milwaukee celebrate the American with Disabilities Act with Ability Fest. Milwaukee Area Time Exchange was an exhibitor for Ability Fest. I have been to a bunch of potlucks and timebanks.org events. I continue to share around the world to people for which I am learning about their work about time banking. We have solitary summits too, in part to celebrate about the values of time banking. Then we have Robin Handelman from Silver Springs Time Bank. Is she here? Her story is, when I first moved to Maryland, I had a condo that needed pictures to be hung. I went on to the meetup site and found Silver Spring Time Bank was having a holiday social at the local veterans building. I went to the social and everyone had smiles on and they were so friendly. And I said that this is the place I want to be. After the social, I went to one of the planning meetings and got onto the planning committee. Then I used the Time Bank for the first time to have someone hang up my pictures for me in the wall. Then I started driving people to the airport and requesting help to get me organized because I'm such a clutter queen. Time banking is the best.
I think Jerome's got his hand up, Krista.
Okay. Hey, Jerome.
Hi, thank you. Robert Kabaya from YTB Uganda is now able to join, and so I wanted to get attention to see if his audio is okay. He could tell us a little bit about his work with YTB Uganda. Is your audio good, Robert? So I'm sending him a message here and he's responding. I don't know if there's some difficulty with the audio. So if someone else wants to go, Robert, if you could, or maybe.
I think it's good now. You hear me?
Yes,
Hello?
Go ahead. Is your audio stable?
Yeah, am I audible? Should I go on? Yes, I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, it's good. It's good now.
Okay. Yeah, good evening, everyone from Uganda. I know some of you it's good morning. My name is Robert Kibaya, and I'm a youth time banking based in Mukono, Uganda. I'm very sorry I've been disturbed by the internet, but now I'm able to join. I'm just going to share a little bit about the work we are doing here as YTB Uganda. And I have a lineup here, and then also I'm going to share some of the experience. First, what we are doing here, we have what we call the ISSB, that is interlocking stabilized soil block. This is a project which produces blocks for building school. You remember last time when we joined you, we had a problem with the community which was destroyed by the ISSB machine, and we were able to make around 20,000 blocks with the help of Mr. Jerome. And right now, we are constructing a classroom block. This kind of project, it is actually supported by the children themselves. They're involved in sorting the soil. They're involved in making the block using the machine. They are trained, and their time credit, we record it, and then they are awarded by training them in different skills like crochet. That's what we are doing with them, and then also awarding them the books they need for their studies. Others, we are awarding them with the part of their school fees. And then we actually looking at skill as the most important thing, as one of the ways we can award them. Because with the skill, once they finish their primary school level, they're able to continue with those other skills for them to be supported in one or the other. So that's one of the project, and this is still going on. The construction is going on, the training is going on with the kids. And then also we have crochet. This is a project actually which train children now to make like hat, scarves, gloves. So they're able to make those products for them to be supported by maybe selling them to raise up money to buy scholastic material and all other things. You can have a look at some of those links and look at some of the products the children are able to produce. This project is accommodating, right now we are more than 200 children are involved in this project. This is a project with the purpose of awarding them of what they are doing every day for the time they spend on different projects, like block making, like fetching water, cleaning the school, clearing grass around the community road, and also helping with the community on a number of other activities. Then also we have what we call the community cleanup. Community cleanup, this is a project where children and other youth go to community and clean up, and then they put everything in order. Where they find rubbish, and then they remove it. Where they find anything which is not good for the community hygiene, then they remove it. And then also we have another project. This is something which was raised by the community, and it is to do with the youth who are involved in drug taking. So we have a recovery program for youth who are actually affected by drugs, and we have sessions every week where we go and talk to them, talk about the dangers of taking drugs, and how they can actually get rid of that. Then also introducing them to other skills, employment skills, which can help them actually to be busy, something like that. So we have these sessions every week on Wednesdays and also Fridays. And we see that there's a change so far with those youth who are involved in this kind of clinics. You find that that one was actually taking much of the drug, a little bit is reducing on the practice, and is also giving us good feedback that, oh, yeah, I know I was wasted, but now, yes, I see the more I reduce on taking the drugs, then I remain sober for most of the days. And then we have testimonies from the parents. They say, oh, yeah, ever since you actually talked to my son, then I see a change. He is now beginning to look for work to do. He is trying to clean up himself, something like that. Then also we have the letter writing exchange. This project is also kind of awarding the children who are involved in the youth banking, the youth who are actually involved in the youth banking, by connecting them to other youth outside Uganda. So they share letters, they write letters to each other, then they share according to their levels. Like you find that someone is asking, oh, how is it like living in Uganda? Which kind of food, something like that. So we find this program is one of the ways which can help like the youth to connect with each other and also to know each one's culture and the practices. And also it gives them the opportunity to interact on on other topics. So those are some of the projects. So these are the experiences actually we are trying to catch up with. One of them that we've discovered that this kind of work under time banking, youth time banking, it is giving the children, the youth, the opportunity to learn. It actually promotes learning. You find like, for example, crochet. You find that one child is picking up very fast, then is able to teach another one freely and happily without feeling anything. So we see that this kind of time banking concept is promoting learning. Then also it promotes teamwork. This is happening with the ISSB block, the block project for constructing the school. I shared a video with Jerome last week. Children, actually, they were carrying these blocks from one place to another. But you see that they are making up a line, the other one is giving to another like that, without complaining, without forcing them. They are doing it happily themselves. They are supervising themselves. So for all the projects that we do, we see that this kind of approach is promoting teamwork. Then also it promotes unity. You find that children, youth are able to live together in unity without anyone say, oh, no, like that. But whenever they work together, they discover each one is competency, each one is weakness, and then they try to help each other. Then also it promotes networking. For example, I remember we had a Zoom call with the children in the US. I think Valerie is the one who organized it, and Jean. And then children here were able to speak to children in the US. They were exchanging according to their level. So I looked at that one as one of the way children can be able to network. Network is very, very important for children down here where the internet, where they don't have access to internet. So if like they network, that one gives them the opportunity to link up with the opportunities which are actually meant for them. Then also it promotes sharing. We've discovered this, that the children, youth are able to share freely the skills and the knowledge they have. If you go to the class, if you go to the block making project, they are sharing, they are helping each other. So this approach actually is helping many youth, many children to look at themselves as one, not different from each one of them. And then also it promotes value recognition. Yeah, values. You see, children, youth, they have different values, but at times they are not living together to discover each one's value. So this project, by the fact that they are working together, they are living together all the time, so they discover each one's value and they recognize each one's value and they see each one's competency, and they are able to match those competencies for good work and serving the community with energy. And then also this approach, it builds a community of responsible people who are ready to support each other. This one, we've seen it, that children, youth, for example, we have the youth in high school, they are always busy during the time, during weekdays. But on Sunday, they come to the project sites where you make the block, and then they do the work themselves without supervising them. So we see that this approach is building people. It builds a community of responsible individuals who are able to support each other. They are not directed what to do, but they see a need of doing something which is going to help the community. So most of these projects that we do here, we are able to learn as we implement them. And the feedback is not only at the project site, but also at the home of these youth and the children. Parents, they give us feedback that I see my child is changing. He has changed. He is now able to do something at home without telling him or I have to do something. So he sees as a need to do it. And then that one is good for the community. If we have this approach extended to most of the areas, God awaiting, we see that we're going to have a community of responsible personnel. And then we are going to see sustainable development. You can't talk of sustainable development if people are not living in unity, if people are not able to share knowledge freely, if people are not able to network. So with this approach, I thank everyone. I thank Mr. Jerome. I thank Valerie. Jean has been here, she's here. And I thank everyone, Time Banking Network, for this kind of approach. Thank you so much. And we look at this as a way of promoting development at a community level, at house level, household level. Thank you so much. And thank you for listening.
Thank you, Krista. Thank you for that extra time.
Absolutely. Thank you, Robert. I would be happy to share those links, Jerome, when I send out the video too. I think that would be really important to share if that's okay.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Krista. I was trying to send them out to everyone. I think some of them were going just to you. So thank you.
We did it. Our International Time Banking Day. It was so good to hear everyone and their stories. Like Chris said, I know Edgar would be so proud to see all of us together. We're making a big difference. Thank you. Well, that concludes our International Time Banking Day. Sarah, did you want to mention something or?
I just wanted to say thank you. It's once again a second event, which is to hear these stories of what's happening around the world is truly, truly inspirational. Just to finish, I did say this on the first event, but for those of you that didn't take part, just to let you know that there's a gentleman that couldn't be here from Jerusalem, from Israel, where they've got a network of time banks, and just wanted me to share on his behalf that they have got a thriving network of time banks in Israel with their headquarters in Jerusalem. He said the only thing that hinders them really is that the fact they only use Hebrew, so they find it quite difficult to connect with the English-speaking countries around the world. But in 2006, there were 22 time banks involving 3,000 people, and they were looking to create an app a few years ago. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with everyone really, and thank you again for your time. It's been wonderful to see so many people here. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Everybody wave. Good seeing everybody. We'll see you next year.
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.